78%, and SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps. The surprising announcement just released. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video we're specifically focusing on SNAP benefits, also referred to as food stamps, and a new report that was just released showing just how broken this program really is and their plan to permanently raise benefits for the roughly 43 million beneficiaries all across the country with a proven way they've already done, and they already know this is very effective and very positive for the beneficiaries. They know it works and they want to bring it back permanently for the millions of beneficiaries. Let's get into it and talk through the details and what they have up their sleeve for the SNAP benefit program. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as keeping you informed with all of these new changes that are hitting the wire, any announcements that are coming out, and anything that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, or anything popping up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Also, share this video with your friends, family, social media, so we can continue to reach as many people as we can right now, keeping everybody informed of what is going on during this very busy and confusing time. All right, thanks so much. Subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk about what they are talking about as far as this new announcement that was released in regards to the SNAP benefit program and how this program is massively broken, as well as what they want to do to change this. All right, let me talk you through the details about this. There's a bunch of numbers here that I want to share with you, but again, this will better illustrate just how broken this program really is. And again, in just a minute here, I will share with you the ideas they have up their sleeve, which they've already done for over 3 years, and they know this is a very, very effective approach, and it changed the livelihoods of millions of SNAP beneficiaries in an awesome way, okay? All right, so first off, let me tell you the details of this report, and I also want to throw in some numbers here that I've calculated for you so you can better understand and paint a much more clear picture of what this actually means. All right, so here's what they found. This is a new report that went out, okay? They found that 78% of the counties in the United States, so 78% of counties across the entire United States, SNAP benefits do not even provide enough benefits to provide a moderately priced meal in 78% of the counties across the country. You might be wondering, how many counties are there? Don't worry, I looked it up for you. 3,143 counties across the entire United States. In fact, the average state has about 63 counties across the each individual state. That's the average, okay? So basically what I did is I took 3,143 divided by 50 states, comes up with just under 63 counties on average per state, okay? So what this simply means is that across the entire country, 3,143 counties, 78% of that would simply mean that out of the 3,143 counties, 2,451 of them do not provide enough SNAP benefits to actually buy a moderately priced meal in these 2,451 counties. Get this, of all the counties, 3,143, only 691 of them actually have enough SNAP benefits to buy a moderately priced meal in 691 of the counties. So basically what this simply means is that with all the counties across all the states is on average only 11 counties per state basically provide enough SNAP benefits to buy a moderately priced meal. Does all that kind of make sense? A lot of numbers there, I know, but seriously, that's crazy right there, okay? So basically the vast majority of counties across the entire country, in fact, only 22% of them, SNAP benefits have enough benefits for somebody to go out and buy a moderately priced meal. That's nuts, okay? That shows right there, this program and these benefits are way, way under where they really need to be and what is actually going on right now. Pretty nuts, right? Yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy right there. Anyway, let's talk about the details as far as what they want to do to permanently raise these benefits for the 43 million plus beneficiaries, because this is something that they did for well over 3 years and they found it was very, very effective. It is the extra allotment, okay? Let me talk you through the details really fast about that because this is an interesting concept, okay? So remember this much. Starting in 2020, okay, with everything going on at the time, they implemented a new extra allotment. Remember that? Basically, it was going out to all the beneficiaries at first, and then they kind of slowly, they slowly winded that down over the course of a long time. But basically what happened is beneficiaries who were not at the maximum household size got bumped up to the maximum household size. Those individuals that were already getting the maximum household size were getting an extra $95 on top of that, okay? So they found that benefits were much, much higher, and the beneficiaries were much better off as a result of this extra benefit, boosting up their benefits, allowing them to get enough food, or at least more, on a monthly basis. Doesn't mean that it wasn't necessarily enough for what they needed, but at least it was more, okay? And then in March of this year, 2023, they dropped off the extra allotment. Well, they found that during the 3 years of time that extra allotment was in place, actually, to be real, it was actually more than 3 years, but from those roughly 3 years of time that the extra allotment was in place, they found that this dramatically changed the livelihoods of the SNAP beneficiaries and allowed them to buy healthier food options, to eat more, actually have enough meals on the table and stuff like this. They found it to be incredibly helpful for the millions of beneficiaries. Well, then the extra allotment dropped off and people were losing hundreds of dollars a month as a result of the extra allotment ending, right? I saw it down below in the comment section. In fact, I read a report on this, I don't know, a few months ago, something like that. But they basically said that the average beneficiary lost, it was about $186 a month. Some people lost hundreds of dollars a month because of the extra allotment being ended, okay? That was a major, major discrepancy right there. And basically what they want to do is some of these lawmakers are suggesting, but wait, there's this hunger cliff, there's this massive discrepancy in benefits based on how much they actually need to buy moderately priced meals and, actually healthy food options, things like this. Again, you've seen me talk about it before in other videos, but what they want to do is they want to permanently implement the extra allotment. In other words, they won't actually call it the extra allotment anymore. They basically just bump benefits up by $95 or boosting those benefits up to the maximum household size for millions of beneficiaries, just like they did with the extra allotment. So they essentially want to bring back the same concept, but rather than having it temporary and have it being called an extra allotment, they just want to bump this up and have it a permanent change to the SNAP benefit program, okay? This is what some lawmakers want. However, we all completely recognize whatever lawmakers want does not necessarily mean it's actually going to happen, right? We've seen that happen many times before. Lawmakers want this, they want that, they talk about this, they propose that, they write legislation for something. A lot of times it doesn't happen, okay? Just because they want something doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen for sure. But this is something they've talked about, and especially over the last several months here, where we've heard so much about this hunger cliff and all these beneficiaries relying on food pantries and food banks and churches and, places like this, to go and get the necessary amount of food that they need, or simply not having food and just saying, well, I guess I get one meal today. They're simply saying, these lawmakers, that this isn't acceptable. Well, yeah, they're the ones that came up with the policies, so you know what I mean? They're the ones that could change it, right? They have the power to change this. So anyway, pretty interesting stuff. I thought this report was very interesting when I read through the details about this, showing basically that 22% of counties across the entire United States, somebody with SNAP benefits can buy something within these 22 counties, a moderately priced meal. The other 78% of counties, food prices are so expanded above and beyond where they were just a few years ago that SNAP beneficiaries can no longer even buy a moderately priced meal in 78% of the counties. That's 2,451 of the 3,143 counties in the United States, okay? So that's pretty extreme right there. It simply shows food prices have gone up a ton. Have we heard about this before? Well, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time now, you know that this is a real thing. I've been talking about it for a couple years now. Every single month when we get the inflation report that comes out, I go through the report and I show you, hey, they just told us inflation went down, but yet, look at this. Shelter prices up another 0.7%. Food prices up another 0.3%, or 0.5%, or something like this. Year over year, food prices still up 7, 8, 9, 10, 12%. Things like that. So again, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I bring it to you each and every month. When we get those inflation reports, we can clearly see food prices are still going up pretty substantially, okay? So this is no surprise to anybody. If you've ever gone to your grocery store, your local place, wherever you buy groceries, wherever you buy food, this is no surprise, right? Compare receipts. Compare receipts from a year ago, 6 months ago. whatever it happens to be on the same things, you'll see for the most part, most items are higher and certainly have not come down in price, with the exception of a few rare items like eggs, things like that, right? A couple items have come down a little bit, but for the most part, most have not. They've gone up and stayed stagnant, right? So anyway, just want to bring this to your attention. Some pretty surprising stuff. Of course, I'll continue watching Congress as well as anything that they are proposing right now, anything that they are trying to bring into fruition, anything that they're trying to pass through Congress. Of course, I'll bring it to your attention right away. But either way, SNAP benefit program is going through some major changes right now. And again, I'll continue watching all of this very closely in regards to SNAP, Social Security, SSDI, retirement, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, anything pertaining to those individuals with disabilities, seniors, all this stuff. I'm watching it all very, very closely. So hope this helps you. But again, just want to bring this to your attention really quickly so we can clearly see what's going on. The program is broken, and again, how it needs to be fixed, as well as their plans on doing exactly that. Either way, I'm here for you. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one, and catch you again later.